Alright guys, before we get started with my comic books pickups of the week, I just want to give you guys a little look at stuff I've been doing now. I've been collecting little toys. Some of these I already had for like the longest time, since middle school, so like 15 years ago. Or like, yeah, about not 15, maybe about 12 years ago or something like that. I've been collecting for a while, like these Ken and Ryu toys here. Little, what is it? Pocket fighter toys, a little Zoid there. These two Superman ones I did get from, well, I got the left one from my local comic book store. The right one is actually from Amazon. I got it for pretty cheap, about 30 bucks. They had it on sale, so I'm like, oh, I'm picking it up. I'm going down. I get some pretty cool stuff here. You have on the left there is the Sorceress from Dragon's Crown. It's a pretty hefty price. You got the Kotobukiya stuff with Starfire and Psylocke. Pretty cool stuff there. And on the bottom, before we hit the bottom shelf, these are detail shelves, so I did actually break the door for this one. This one doesn't have a door because as I was putting it together, I kind of slipped out of my hands and it broke, but this one does, so... So anyways, it sucks. I do have lights for that on the top there. I had to redo my wires there. But I'm getting some new ones anyways. Next up on this shelf is a quick look at you got some Final Fantasy characters there, of course, Final Fantasy 7 and two Final Fantasy 10 characters. These are some of the older ones. The ones that are smaller ones are from Bandai, so they're not really that detailed as much as the Play Arts ones from Square Enix. So they got some pretty cool stuff. I actually got these a while back too, maybe I want to say about 9 years ago, and it's pretty cool. I actually do have a Cloud one up here, but I don't think I want to put him up because I already have him with his Fafnir or whatever you want to call it bike there, so I can keep him with it. You got Tifa right there and Sephiroth on the left. On the bottom is just a bunch of other little stuff like the Tomb Raider toys. These are actually the Tomb Raider movie toys. I was a big fan of that, and I don't know why I was, but watching it now, I'm like, oh, it's okay. I was a big fan of back then when it first came out. You got the Guyver toy right there. I'm a big fan of Guyver. Just can't afford any of their action figures. You got the McFarlane toys there with Ghost in the Shell, Trigun, which is Vash. You got Tenchi Muyo there and Ryoko from, well, Tenchi. And of course, I got the big boss right there. These are actually not that, they're actually pretty pricey. But I was able to get him for a pretty good price because Midtown Comics was having a sale on them, and it's like 40% off. It's like usually 99 bucks, but I got it for like, what was it, 50, 49 or something, 59, 53 or something price like that. It was pretty good price. So I was like, oh, buying it. I do have the other boss coming, which is Superman, and I also got the Wonder Woman pre-ordered. So they're about the same size for all of them. So they're like what, 12 inches, 11 to 12 inches. And of course, on this bottom shelf is characters from the video games here. You got the Persona, is it Q on the left there? I don't remember what's her name. And then you got Cat from Gravity Days or Gravity Rush, whatever you want to go with that. Pretty cool stuff. So, and I don't have anything on the bottom there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video here. There's just a quick show of stuff I've been collecting. Some of them I've been collecting for a while. Some of them I just got recently. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully you guys enjoy my comic book pickups of the week. What is up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung here with, again, another comic book pickups of the week. It's been a while since I've done a comic book pickups. I've been buying comic books every week, but I just haven't had time to really read through them and or most of them, and then, you know, talk about them and do videos and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit behind. I did have a whole stack of comic books that I was, I have read through, but I already put them away, so they were kind of stacking up pretty high. I had like 3 massive stacks of comic books that were off the desk like this high, and they had to go somewhere, so I put them up already with all my comic books in their comic book boxes. So these are the ones from 2 weeks ago, last week, and 2 weeks ago, the week before. So like I said, we'll be talking about them. I'm just going to show them off and see what they are. And like I said, I'll do another video for the upcoming comic book pickups. I didn't really have a chance to go to the comic book store today, so I have to just order them. Kind of feel lazy right now. It's cold outside. I don't really want to get out and and go do things. I kind of just want to snuggle up at home and play some Madden or something like that. So, anyways, first off is from Dark Horse Comics, Lady Killer issue 1. It's a pretty cool little book. It's kind of cool. It's kind of bloody, but like I said, it's just like a mom who I guess is an assassin. We'll see what happens, how that plays out. Next up is Ant-Man issue 1 from Marvel Comics. And of course, with the Ant-Man movie coming out, they're probably going to kind of tie that into to the comics. We'll see what happens from there. Next up is issue 1 for the Wolverines. This is after what happened to Wolverine. He dies. Now they have a whole group of, I guess, Wolverines. You got X-23 in there, Sabretooth, Draken, whatever, Wolverine's son. And they're just in a group, and I don't remember what they were trying to do, but something happens. Next up is the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, issue 1. Kind of weird, Squirrel Girl. But if you like a light, fun little book, I'd suggest you pick that up. Pretty awesome stuff. Next up is Red Sonja, issue 1. Red Sonja Vulture's Circle. Next is... I can't. My Roman numeral numbers. What's this? 9? 9th generation? 9 generation? I think that's what it is. Issue 1. This is, I don't know. I haven't really read any of their books. I just thought it was pretty cool to pick them up and see what issue 1 is. From Image Comics. And issue 2 of Angela, the Asgard Assassin. Which is pretty cool. I like the cover too. So, next up is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 12. It's actually part of the Spider-Verse, so you can see from the top there too. It says Spider-Verse Part 4, and of course it continues the Spider-Verse story arc. I think it's pretty much finishing soon, so we'll see what happens. And I know Silk is getting her own issue. I want to get Gwen's Spider-Man, which is, I don't know if it's going to be a one-shot. I haven't really kept up with that, but I don't know if it's a one-shot or not. It's supposed to be a different universe where Gwen becomes Spider-Man. If you've seen that comic book, that book, that's actually pretty cool stuff, so look forward to that. Next up is Action Comics, issue, was it 38, the New 52, with the Flash variant cover, the 75th anniversary for Flash, and he's going to get a bunch of covers and stuff like that. I'll pick up some. I won't pick up every one of them, but like I said, it's pretty cool. I like this one. This is an old. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Freaking name, but this is the old cover where he breaks out the kryptonite chains, and it's pretty cool to see like Flash, on the bottom there, sawing off the chainsaw. And he's like, shh. I don't even know how to pronounce this, but ODYC? Something like that? But it's pretty trippy stuff. It's very trippy. The drawings are pretty awesome. The drawings are pretty trippy themselves, so we'll see what happens. Next up is Superman and Batman, the World's Finest issue. Well, World's Finest Superman Batman. If you remember right, with the World's Finest kind of over, with the Huntress and Power Girl, they actually went to their time, so their universe, and that's where you get the Earth's End deal. So without them anymore, this is pretty much, hey, we got Superman and Batman stuff here. So the Wolverines issue 2. Like I said, this is pretty cool stuff. Of course, you see Apocalypse, not Apocalypse. Oh my gosh. Man, I can't remember his name. Sinestro? Anyways, you see him, I think, in issue 1, and then he kind of goes away, and you see him in this one. I can't remember his name. Wow, I'm blanking out on these characters. Next up is issue 1 of Mortal Kombat X, or Mortal Kombat 10, from DC. I didn't even know that it was from DC Comics. But freaking awesome. If you've seen the Mortal Kombat Legacy, I think it's called Legacy, the movie, the little like short movies. Yeah, so this is kind of like a retelling of that. Kind of. You see a little bit of Scorpion and Sub-Zero in here. Pretty brutal stuff. Stuff you'll probably seen from Mortal Kombat itself. If you've seen the gameplay videos for that, yes. You're breaking bones, hitting livers, punching hearts, cutting off heads. And it's all in there. It's pretty awesome read, pretty gruesome, and awesome drawings at the same time. So, pretty cool stuff. Next up is Rat Queens. This is the one-shot special Braga issue 1. I'm trying to move through these as quick as I can. Silver Surfer issue 8. And let's see, the Spider-Verse issue 2. Like I said, I can't believe they even get their own little Spider-Verse book. And I'm not going to cut these out of my weekly kind of deals. I went for this week. I went, to pick up a bunch of books. I had like 15 books, or maybe 17 or 18 books, and I had to cut them down to like 10 books or something like that. So, sucks that I can't get all of them, but Spider-Man is always going to be on my list. He is my favorite Marvel character, so he's always going to be on my list. Hexed, issue 6. Conan and Red Sonja. This is an awesome book, awesome read. It's just awesome to see these two characters. Always cool to see these two characters together. That's issue 1. Hopefully, it's not a one-shot, is it? No, probably not. That's why it says issue 1, but it's good to see that little dynamic you see with Conan and Red Sonja. Next up is Earth's 2 World's End. Like I said, this is from what happened with Power Girl and the Huntress going back into their time. Next up is Batgirl, with the Flash variant cover, and Superman and Wonder Woman. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video that I have here. Like I said, it's just a quick video. I'm trying to get things going, leaves flushed out. I want to start back again with this week's comic books, and maybe I could talk about them a little more in depth. Like I said, this is about 2 weeks worth of books, so I won't go into them. Just a few of them that I really did enjoy reading. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see everybody in a few days when my books come in.